show for you guys today. We have a huge star in the house, a true icon. But I'm also bringing out the big guns from the top of the show because it's also co-host Monday. So I decided to kick it up a notch and get started right. Please welcome back to our show from our GE Prep Kitchen, making his big entrance, the one and only, my co-host for the entire show, Emerald Lagasse. His collar here. We are back. It is co-host Monday. Emerald is more than enough reason to show up, but we are both so excited. Wait for this, people. Our next guest is truly a legend. She's an icon. Please welcome for the first time to our show, Oscar winner and many other awards, Liza Minnelli. What happened in the kitchen to make one of our culinary team do this? Find out later. Just a couple of minutes, I'm going to be making what might be for dinner tonight, and it's what I call Mayoto, or make your own takeout. It's a Chinese-inspired dish that we affectionately call around here Daddy Woo's chicken, because it's based on a recipe from one of our staff mates' dads, Daddy Woo. So I'm going to show you Daddy Woo's chicken, but before that, I'm going to show you guys another great way to make your own takeout. Check this out.
Welcome to the GE Prep Kitchen. We're steaming dumplings, so we're going to use lettuce as a liner for the steamer basket.
We like to use pre-made frozen dumplings.
The lettuce will help to keep the dumplings from sticking to the steamer. That's usually a problem when you're steaming things. And you just put the lid back on and let it cook for a couple minutes. So now we're going to make our sauce for the dumplings. I'm going to grate some ginger, and I'm just cutting some scallions. Add tamari, hot sauce, rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, and a little honey for sweetness. Whisk it all together. Add in our scallions and sesame seeds. And they didn't stick. Nope, not at all.
And that's it. Homemade takeout, made easy.
So, before we get started cooking, this is Tina Woo, and Tina cooked up for staff meal one day Daddy Woo's chicken, and I walked into the kitchen and I tasted it and I went, woo, woo, that is good chicken. So it became a different type of woo chicken, but it's so delicious. And what is it? Is it sort of a sweet and sour chicken?
It's totally like a sweet and sour chicken. It's really, really fresh because my dad adds lemon zest to it, and so it gives it this brightness that you don't really get when you get takeout.
Isn't she beautiful and adorable? And may I just say, when you make your own takeout, as I have to when I'm upstate because nobody delivers way up in my neck of the woods, but when you make your own takeout, the important thing is that you can control the salt, the fat, the quality of ingredients, so you get to be really the boss of it, and it comes out made with love, not just out of a box. So I think I'm with you. Woo. Woo! So right after this, Daddy Woo's and Tina's and Rachel's version of the best chicken like you've ever had, right after this. This is Tina Woo, and she is my partner in crime in the kitchen today. We have just started our batch on the show of what we call Daddy Woo's chicken, but it's really a sweet and sour chicken that's made super bright. As you say with Dad's secret ingredient, lots of lemon, right? Okay, so we started with high temperature cooking oil in a wok or a round bottom pot. I've got the pan screaming hot over the highest heat. I threw in half a red onion, sliced, couple of handfuls of cherry tomatoes, halved. I'm now throwing in 3 scallions cut into thirds. And now I'm down to make the sauce. So I've got half a cup of ketchup.
And everyone has ketchup at home.
Everybody has ketchup in the pantry.
Everyone has ketchup at home.
Everybody has chicken broth or chicken stock.
So easy to make Chinese takeout at home.
Quarter cup.
A quarter cup of...
About half as much.
Perfect.
Then we're going to put in about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Light brown or dark brown? Or
Light
always
brown.
Light.
Light brown sugar.
Light brown sugar. Now we're going to stir in 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce.
That's correct.
Right? And then we're going to put in about a teaspoon of fish sauce.
No, not fish sauce.
Oh, sorry, not fish sauce. What do we got?
We got sake.
Just sake, yes. Sake. Excellent. Yeah, because you wouldn't use fish and oyster. They do the same thing. And then a teaspoon of sesame oil?
Yep, toasted sesame oil.
Toasted sesame oil. Beautiful. Now I've got to let this simmer for about 10 minutes, but I'm missing the 2 secret ingredients, right? Lots of ginger.
Lots of ginger.
And lots of lemon zest and lemon juice.
Lemon juice to brighten up that flavor.
Gotcha. Can you tell them what you marinate the chicken in?
So for my Daddy Woo's chicken, we have chicken breast that we've cut up into 1-inch chunks. We're gonna marinate it with sake. If you don't have sake at home, you can always use dry sherry.
That's a great tip.
Yep,
Great tip.
totally
a lot of
great
people have
tip.
dry sherry in the pantry.
In Chinese, we use Shaoxing wine, but that's not very typical. So sake or dry sherry always works. We are gonna add oyster sauce too. Oyster sauce is made from oysters, but it doesn't have that fishiness that fish sauce has.
Fish sauce is a lot more potent too, so you'd use less of fish sauce than oyster, correct?
If you're gonna replace it.
Yes.
And also we have tamari, sesame oil, ginger, grated ginger, and grated garlic.
Excellent.
And then
how long do you let that marinate for?
I marinate it for 4 hours or overnight.
Or overnight.
When my dad makes the chicken at home, he makes a big batch of this chicken and he freezes it in separate zip-top bags and keeps it in the freezer. So whenever he wants to make Daddy Woo's chicken, he just pops it out of the freezer and just makes it that night.
It's done in minutes.
Done.
Okay, so then that's awesome too, because you could have it for parties and whatever.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna let this simmer for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's talk about, when we come back, we're gonna be frying up the chicken. So what do we do to get the chicken into the fryer?
So what we do is we have 3 eggs, we lightly beat it, and then here we have 1 cup of flour plus a quarter cup of cornstarch.
Gotcha. That's what makes it crunchy, right?
Totally makes it crispy and delicious and golden brown.
Beautiful. All right, so when we come back, me and Woo are gonna show you how to fry up the chicken.
Golden brown and delicious.
Golden brown and crunchy, because Tina Woo, who taught me this recipe, it's called Daddy Woo's chicken because her daddy taught it to her. She is coating the chicken. She's coating all white meat chicken that's been marinating a minimum of 4 hours or up to overnight, so it's a great make-ahead meal, but it also freezes well, as you pointed out. Daddy Woo makes a batch and freezes it ahead. She's coating it in a combination of flour and cornstarch, 4 to 1, correct?
Yes.
4 to 1 ratio of flour to cornstarch after it came out of 3 eggs. There's enough for 4 adult entree portions here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Up to 8 appetizer.
Totally.
And that's been marinating in a combination of the sake, because you said it's difficult to find the Chinese wine you would normally use, or we can substitute dry sherry.
Totally.
It also has in there oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce, soy sauce, ginger, sesame oil.
And sesame oil and a little garlic, right? So you marinate that. Now it's ready to go down to the fryer. These tabletop fryers, if you don't own one, they're very inexpensive, and I highly recommend you invest in one. It's much safer, it doesn't smoke up the house, and it keeps the temperature perfect. But if you are using a thermometer, you're gonna look for about 365. Now, we just call this Daddy Woo's chicken.
Yes.
But I never asked you, does Daddy actually have a restaurant?
Yeah, my dad owned a restaurant in Ohio called Jade Garden. He was amazing, and it was the best restaurant. All my high school friends would come.
Look at your dad!
Oh, that's my dad! Look at him with his Asian fro.
Look at him with his Asian fro.
And all my
Got
friends,
a lot of hair, yeah.
Oh, on my birthdays, all my friends would come over, and Daddy would make this big feast for us, and Daddy Woo's chicken was always on the menu.
Is that you?
Oh, that's me! That's me and Daddy! Oh, you look just the same!
Oh, so it's no wonder that you are a chef. You grew up with a dad who loves food and is a great cook.
And his restaurant, I was his hostess of the mostest. So I would go and seat people to their tables.
Aww.
And during their break time, I would go in with all the restaurant ladies and I would peel pea pods with them in the back kitchen. And we would just sit
My
and
mother
talk.
used to make me peel shrimp. You got a way better job than me.
Way better. Way better.
Job. So while this is bubbling away, I should also mention that we reduced the heat because our sauce thickened up beautifully. This is the special sauce with the brightness and sweetness of cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, cherry tomatoes.
And then the two secrets are lots of ginger and lots of lemon.
Lemon
Tons of
and zest.
And it was a ketchup and brown sugar based sauce, so it tastes like sweet and sour chicken when you're done, but a lot more fresh and bright, right?
Totally.
Oh my God, she made this for crew, like our gang in the kitchen, the lunch. People couldn't even speak. I thought somebody was gonna choke. We were eating it so fast.
Oh, it was gone in a matter of minutes.
It was embarrassing. It was gone in like minutes. So I wanted Tina to do this segment with me so everybody could meet the beautiful brainchild behind it. So we reduced the heat. We started the pan, of course, really high. We stir-fried the red onion to get the pan going. We added in the cherry tomato and the green onion. But then we knocked it back once our sauce started to thicken up to just simmer. When the chicken is all done, when all the batches of chicken are done, we're gonna bathe it all in the sauce and serve it up with a little jasmine rice is what you prefer, correct?
And Rach, I wanted to mention that you should fry in small batches to get them really crispy.
Super crispy is the cornstarch, and it's also the method. Don't overcrowd, whether you're using a Dutch oven or a tabletop fryer. Canola or vegetable oil is great, but make sure you don't overcrowd it. It'll stick together, and it just will be all wrong. It'll stick to the basket. And I like to use this, don't you? I like to use a spider to keep pulling it out instead of picking the basket up and down. Just keep reaching in. Then you're not disturbing the oil itself too much. I think it's very clever to just use a little spider, get it out.
I think this looks great.
Let's get it out.
Let's get it out.
We're gonna fry one more batch of chicken. When we come back, we'll serve it up. The beautiful Tina Wu. She is showing us her dad's recipe for their version of sweet and sour chicken, better known to us as Daddy Wu's chicken.
Daddy Wu's chicken.
And man, the sauce, as I like to say, is going to make you go woo, 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 because it is so good. And down in the pan, we have cherry tomatoes. This sauce is so bright, so fresh. Lots of ginger. What's the key ingredient?
Lemon.
Lemon! Lots of lemon. Green onion. Whoops. One fell overboard. We'll let Isabu eat that a little later. Anyway, you toss all of this with the sauce.
Beautiful coating.
Do I have enough there? Am I good? Did we fry too much? Or we
no,
good?
I think we're good.
It's looking perfect,
You
right?
don't want it too saucy because it won't be crunchy for you.
You don't want to take away all the crispiness of the delicious chicken.
That looks perfect.
T, can you put some rice on our plates, baby? Of course, I'm going to let you taste first because who would know better? And we also sliced up a little extra of the green onions or the scallions, guys. That little bit of green onion on the top really makes the dish pop and look super fresh.
Here you go, Rach.
Thank you, sweetheart. And the other one there. We want to save some for all of our friends, too, of course. All right, but that one's a little skimpy. I'm going to let you try first. I want yours to look pretty. Put a little green onion on the top.
I will totally.
You know, this is so bright and so fresh, and it's going to be so much better than anything. No, I want to serve you, please.
Oh, okay.
Than anything you guys could eat out of a box. And I am ready for our taste test, but I think somebody might know a little better than Tina if this tastes correct. Maybe Daddy Will could try it for us. Tell you, sir, you did such a great job with your daughter. You must be so proud of her.
Yeah, sure.
She is a wonderful chef and a wonderful human being, and she adores you. She loves you with all of her heart.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna cry.
Can I try?
Yes, please.
High five? High five!
much better than he cooks. I don't think so. We are so honored to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
She talks all the time about how much she loves your food and how much she loves you.
Yeah.
I mean, are you proud of your little girl?
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna let these guys catch up. Go online to get Daddy Moo's chicken recipe. Thank you so much.